everybody. So, okay, I didn't mean to make anybody worry with the picture that I posted yesterday, but I was just like not feeling it at all after what happened. Um, so, quick story time on the events that took place. Got to work, went on about my regularly scheduled programming, and about 2 a.m. I finished my half of the room checks and went to walk the rest of the way around the building like I usually do, and noticed this resident sitting at a table in the dining room. Um, Now, I had already been told that he likes to talk shit, and I've noticed that he does. With some people, it's purely sexual. With me, it's been nothing but sexual. And then with others, he will tell them, I'll kill you, I'll blow you up. I used to be an assassin for the Marine Corps, that sort of thing. But, I've never really had any issue out of him. So I walked over and I said, "Hello, sir. How are you doing this evening?" I said, "Is everything okay?" He had a piece of paper in his hand and a pencil, and he said, "I need a different slip. Um, this one is for dinner." And I stepped over to him, and I took the paper from his hand, and I looked at it, and sure enough, it was a lunch menu. And I told him, "I am so, so sorry. I guess there must have been a mix-up. I will see what I can do to help you get a dinner slip so you can pick out dinner. I mean, not dinner, breakfast." Sorry, y'all. Blech, I'm having brain farts. Been a long night. Um, so, um, he looks at me and he says, "Who are you? And what are you doing right now?" I said, "Well, I'm the night shift nurse. I'm the person that's going to do your blood sugar and give you medicines if you need it." And he said, "Oh, well, don't touch me." I said, "Oh, no." I said, "Absolutely not, sir." I said, "I will never touch you unless I have your okay." And at this point, I'm right next to him, looking, talking to him. And he reaches out and he does this and he hits me like right in my side right here, which, as you guys can see, is fairly well padded. So, number one, there's that. Number two, he's an old gentleman, so he doesn't have a lot of strength. So it didn't even faze me. But I took a step back from him and I said, "Now, why would you do that, sir?" I said, "I have not been nasty to you, have I?" I said, "I'm trying to help you." I said, what's wrong? What can I do to help you? Because, that's not okay." And at this point, he grabbed his cane and proceeded to just waylay like this as fast as he could, which resulted in him hitting me 3 times in the legs, which is what you guys saw in the photo. He got me once on the right kneecap, he got me below the left kneecap, and then above the kneecap. So yeah, he was coming in hot, Tony Soprano mafia style, trying to take me out. Anyway, I took on. He went to swing for a 4th time, and I happened to step back before that 4th one had the opportunity to connect. And he said, "I'll kill you. I'm a Marine." And I attempted to appeal to the honor code of the Marines, and I said to him, "Sir," I said, "if you'll recall, rules of combat dictate that you do not assault an unarmed combatant." I said, "No Marine that I've ever met would willingly harm a woman unjustly." And he told me to go to hell. And I said, "Oh, okay." And I turned around and I walked away from him, and I filled in the CNA. His name is Jay. I told Jay what happened and, showed him the injuries, and I let him know. I was like, "If you have to do anything with him, make sure we do it as a team, just in case. I don't want to have to worry about you." And he agreed. From there, I called my boss and I explained the situation to her. And I told her, I said, I'm just going to let you know this now. I said, and I'm not asking for permission. I am going in there and I'm going to take the cane away from him. He does not use the cane to ambulate. He has a rolling walker that he uses to ambulate. This cane thing, he only uses the cane as a hand rest when he's watching TV, and now as a weapon. I said, and that's basically it. To which she agreed, and I said, well, I'm glad that you and I are on the same page. I said, but I will be telling his daughter the same thing. So I call the daughter, I explain the situation to her. She's just profusely apologizing. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And I explained to her the situation, blow by blow, as it were, prior to him hitting me, after him hitting me, and I let her know the same thing that I told my boss, that because of the fact that he is now using this cane as a weapon, that I will be removing it from him. To which she was fine with, I mean, in all sincerity. And I did tell her that I am opting to do that in place of calling the police, because despite him having a diagnosis of dementia, he is well aware of what he's doing. He made the decision to do that. And she thanked me for not calling the police. So I got off the phone with them. I grabbed my tech, Jay, and we both went in there. And he was back in his room in the chair. I moved the rolling walker over toward him, and I said, sir, I said, I'm going to move this over here with you. He said, I don't even know who you are, and I don't know what you want, but I want you out of my room. I said, sir, I'm giving you this rolling walker. I said, because you have used your cane as a weapon. I said, I've been authorized to remove it from you. And he went to push the rolling walker at me, and at that point I kind of ducked over and grabbed his cane and kind of jumped back. And at that point he started cussing me out and calling me a bitch and everything else. And he said, why are you taking my cane away from me? Give it back. And I told him, well, sir, I said, you violated the rules of combat. I said, and you knowingly have done so. It has been deemed that you are ill-equipped to man a weapon. I said, and it will be housed in storage until such time that a JAG review can be initiated and to determine your fitness to continue to serve. And he gave me the finger and told me to go fuck myself. So, yeah, there's that. I went on about my night, went in to try to do his blood sugar, despite the fact that he had physically assaulted me, and was told to go fuck myself again, and left the room once again and went on about my merry way, but documented everything, did incident report, notified all that needed to be notified. The next morning, a lady that has been there a while came in, and I was giving her a report, and she said, excuse me? And, I went through it again and was talking to her about it and everything, and she said, he did the same thing to me a week ago. She says, I am literally in here with my knee messed up right now because he pushed me down a week ago in the process of trying to hit me. And do you know that nobody said anything to me about that? Here's the other thing, and I've found this out since then too. Apparently this gentleman was evicted from his prior resident facility because of the same thing, him striking people with his cane. And apparently the administrator of my facility was aware of this when she brought him in. So yeah, that's how my weekend has been. At this point, I am, after ample time and thought here, between various conversations that have gone on with multiple staff people. Apparently, it started out as him just hitting people with his hands, but this cane thing is new. But over the course of yesterday and last night and tonight, between me and the other shifts, we have had to go in there and remove multiple canes. Apparently, he had 3 all total. And I've been told that he likes to hit people, namely women. The few male staffers that we've got says that he does verbally threaten them, but he's never raised hand to them. Whereas every time he's acted out physically, which I didn't know about until after the fact, was all women. And all without any sort of hint that it was coming. With people with dementia, usually they'll get agitated and then they start to act aggressively. And 9 times out of 10, you can, initiate things to help divert them from that train of thought, or to, take them out of that aggression. But with him, there was no warning whatsoever. I mean, it went from teddy bear to grizzly bear. It was like a flip just switched. A switch just flipped, and it was just on like Donkey Kong. So, yeah, that's what happened to my legs, y'all. So, I mean, I'm okay. I'm still functional. I mean, my knee is sore. I noticed it on the ride home after I went to the grocery store that, it was kind of throbbing a little bit. But, realistically, that's not going to be unusual given the fact that I'm dealing with a contused area, which is a bruised area. So I'm going to treat it with the best of my abilities, and I'm going to kind of be sweet to it and see if I see some improvement. And if not, then I may end up having to go and have diagnostic testing done, but that will be a wait and see sort of situation. But anyway, I am off for the next 2 weeks because the new schedule kicks in. And unless I volunteer to go in, it will be simply every other weekend from here forward, unless I volunteer or unless I opt to change. So there will be more vlogs, more outings, more things to see and do and talk about and whatever. So that's where I'm at. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. I am going to be doing some cleaning in my kitchen and some reorganization, stuff like that, which I'm not going to bore you guys with. But at the very least, you guys know what's going on with me, and why I was saying send me some good juju, because I needed it, especially since I was tired and I wasn't feeling it and all that. So thank you all for the well wishes, and I appreciate you all. I hope you all have a great day. I'll catch up with you guys soon. Bye.